All right, so good morning, everyone. My name is Banks, and I am the founder of Good Early Do's and also your lead analyst. So today we'll be looking at a couple pairs that we'll be trading and doing a bit of analysis together. So let's go. So firstly, we had these initial buys that we took on Friday. I'm going to be sharing the before and after this session. So we took the entries from here where we marked out like these particular highs that were here. So if you go back to the 4-hour time frame, you clearly see that on the 4-hour, market created like a strong zone here, looking like a lower high. But I knew that okay, this is slowly a weak rejection kind of scenario, signifying like liquidity, saying that okay, if market break past this region, we're gonna have the continuation of the buy bias all the way to the upside. So slowly we marked out that area, and then instantly we had about, I think on this trade alone, we were able to bag 360 pips in profit from the zone that I sent it from. And I'm going to be sharing the before and after very soon. But for today, since we've seen like the overall bias of what market has been presenting, clearing constant liquidities of highs, right? So now we'll be able to come to a lower region and be able to mark out a continuation pattern. All right, so come with me, guys. A continuation pattern sort of gives us like an edge. Okay, so it gives us like an edge to be able to map out our entries. All right, so now what we're going to do is we'll reduce this down here and just kindly hold on. All right, guys, so now we'll mark out this region that is here and also down. So now we have to look for a continuation of the buy pattern. So now that we've seen this area that is here, now we'll map out this region that is here. So we'll map out that region and then now we'll look at it. What's the market presenting? So be able to draw it here and now we look at this zone. Let's come down to 4-hour firstly. Okay, 4-hour, this is just like a weak area. What is presenting on 45 minutes time frame is not the same. Now let's check on 2-hour time frame. So on 2-hour time frame, this is a weak rejection area, market is coming down there. So now that we know that type of scenario, we'll bring this back to 45. So if I were you, I'd rather pick, since I know that market created a long from this angle, right? This zone that is here. So if I were use two things, it's either gold comes back to this area, push up price a bit, then maybe come back down here, and then you expect a long all the way to the upside. But for me, I'm still banking on my buys for XAUUSD. But then till we see otherwise, and otherwise will be sent into the signal rooms anyway. But then till we see otherwise, I'm rooting for XAUUSD potential buys. Now that brings us to the next setup, which will most likely be GBP USD. Let's see what we have on GU. What do we have on GU? So for GU, you clearly see here, if we minimize the chart, GBP USD sells. All right, all you have to do is look for an entry that you can take your trades from. So for me, for today, we'll be looking at now, if we mark out this region that is here like this, you'd see that this could be a potential sell setup for GU. Then you could just take your short, then map it out. Then you map this area out. So you should be able to look at a sell type case scenario where market pushes down price from. So slowly you can mark out that area, and then you can do something like this. Something of this sort. So come down to 45, then you expect market to basically push down price. And that's pretty much it, guys. So XAUSD potential buy, GBP potential sales. Let's look at two more pairs, and then we move to what's it called? To the volatility pairs. Now, as you guys can see, this analysis was done for USD card. So USD card also potential sell buyers. Let me not waste time because I've explained this particular setup over and over. So I don't want to waste time on it or bore you guys with it. But then these are potential sell opportunities on USD card. And one more pair. One more pair would be, let's look at USD CHF. If we see an entry, do we see an entry on USD CHF? No. What about GJ? On GJ, okay. This was the area where we marked out for potential buy opportunity on GBP JPY. As you guys can see, it's currently at entry. So you can try to mitigate your risks a bit and then see if you can get this buy. So GJ buys, USD card sales, GBP USD sell opportunities, and XAUSD buy opportunity. But please apply risk management, do your own analysis, and ensure that the analysis is in confluence with what you see and not what just the trader sees. Now that brings us to the end of the Forex chapter. Now I'm going to stop sharing. Then I'm going to take you guys directly to the let's go and do synthetics right now. Let's see what we have for synthetics. So for synthetics, let me share screen. Every single day you have to learn the ability to show up, guys. No retreat, no surrender. All right. So if you can see my screen for VIX, for Deriv, just kindly say something in the chat box so I know that you guys can clearly see my screen. If you can see my screen, just let me know. All right, so let me quickly do the analysis. So the analysis would be, first, as you can see on volatility 10-1S, we did analysis on volatility 10-1S here, where we expected market to basically push down price. This analysis was done publicly here, and we predicted that we're expecting volatility 10-1S sales. But for me, the bias is still looking like a continuation of the downtrend. So if I were you, I would try to look for a case scenario that allows me to get a continuation pattern all the way to the downside. Because in all honesty, it looks like the sales might still continue lower. So if I were you, I might sort of wait for a break below 8712.3706. So a break below that area, then if market creates okay, there's been a break already. So if market should create a retest back up into these zones that are here, then you can look at an opportunity to either continue the sell formation, something like this. Market can push your price back into this region. And then you expect a an instantaneous push down all the way. So allow you to do a retest into this area, and your stop loss can be around 87.97.3132 region. And then you can basically take your sell. So possible sell opportunities on volatility 10-1S. Let's check for volatility 10 index. What do we see? For volatility 10 index, though we're having a scenario where market is pushing down price continuously. You have a break of structure here, you have a break of structure here, then you have another break of structure. Market trying to push down price, but for me, it's still within the phase of consolidation. So I'd rather wait for market to create a break above or a proper break below to know where it is headed properly, because you can see here that market created these buys, though it consolidated here, broke, came down a bit, pushed up, come down. So we need to wait for a proper break to be able to determine the next direction, either buys or sells. Let's check for volatility 25-1S. So volatility 25-1S, my analysis still remains the same. I'm sort of waiting for market to retest back down into this region. So it retest back down into this area around 66.3, 743.1268. This around this area, then I can be able to look at the possible buy bias, setting our stop loss around 60, 64.6, 957.6345, around that region basically. So buy opportunities for volatility 25-1S. Let's look at one more pair for synthetics. 51S, guys. So for 51S, what do we have? So for 51S, in all honesty, what I can see here has been market trying to push up price and push down a bit. So for me, you have a high, a sweep of the high, you have another high, a sweep of the high slightly, market creating a sweep above this area. So sell opportunities are possible for volatility 51S. If I were you, I can maybe wait for market to retest back up if possible. If you retest back up into this area, then you can take the sales. But if it doesn't, you can wait for a break below here. So a break below here, for instance, now can sort of give you more concept. Market creates a break below this area. So a break below here, if I were you, I'll just be waiting for it to maybe create a retest back into this region. Then a retest back into this area. Then you can look at a continuation of the sales all the way to the downside. And that's pretty much it. So guys, this is a new week and I want you to be open to taking risks. I want you to also try to, mitigate your risk as much as possible. I want you to see the beauty in, dedicating so much to your craft and, constantly praying and believing and hoping that beautiful things will happen in your life, because every single thing that you see in life starts with a leap of faith. You just have to believe that there's a likelihood or a possibility that yes, I will definitely make it. And that's where fortitude comes in. So this is not a moment for you to basically feel down. This is not, I understand that there are so many things that a lot of people want to do that you've not gotten done. But this is an opportunity for you to be able to look back on the things that you've even accomplished. Right. And it's a constant reminder that if I could go through those hurdles to be able to accomplish those things, the new phases of my life, beautiful things will happen. It's not going to be easy. I never said that. But is it possible? Yes. Can God do it? Yes. Do you believe absolutely in yourself that you can execute? Yes. Because I tell people every time that the greatest investments everybody knows remain human investment. But that human is not only other people, it also includes yourself. So whatever you do, focus and invest heavily in yourself. Because at the end of the day, who will be there for you like yourself? So it's very, very important that in as much as you want to do for other people, you invest in yourself so that when you're able to um do so much for yourself, you'll be able to help other people. Because the reality of life is that you can't give what you don't have. So for you to be able to give people more, you need to be a better version of yourself. And how do you become a better version of yourself? Focus on you, focus on what matters, focus on getting people that are goal oriented as you are, focus on people that have value like yourself, focus on people that are way more intelligent than you and are also headed in your direction. All right, so that way now you already have people around you that have similar goals like yourself. So it's only easy for you to get to the next phase when the person that is accompanying you has the same vision as yourself, right? It's not everybody that can see that has vision. And it's not everybody that has shoes that know where they are going. So you can have shoes and not know where you are going, and you can have glasses and not have a vision. So my question to you this new week is, do you have a vision and do you know where you're going? So guys, I appreciate you and I pray that your week is very fruitful. I pray that your week is as detailed as possible. And I pray that God answers every single one of you and it preserves you. And in as much as you guys need me, I also do need you. So ensure that you take very good care of yourselves. Keep your lot sizes burning. Make sure that you are safe at all times. All right. And I pray that God in His infinite mercy would allow beautiful things to happen in our lives. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time again, for the continuation of the challenge. If you guys need anything trading related and you are lost about anything you're trading, you can always reach out to me. I'll respond as soon as I can. I'll not reply immediately, but I will definitely reply you. Okay, so take care of yourself, guys, and bye for now.